Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I have a very special collaboration with the Crafting Cousins. They have a YouTube channel where they do Dollar Tree DIYs just like I do. So go check them out and tell them Brittany Allen Crafts sent you. Go ahead and subscribe to their channel and let's go ahead and get started on our first DIY. It is a Christmas countdown sign and I absolutely love it. It is just so cute. So the first thing you're going to do or need is this snowflake wooden sign, and you're just going to start by giving it 2 or 3 coats of white waverly paint, or ivory paint, I'm sorry. So now you're going to need a pencil. I love these pencils from Dollar Tree. They're mechanical and they have the cutest little illustrations on them. I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to shade the back of my Christmas countdown that I stenciled from Pinterest. So now for the big reveal. I love this part where I lifted up to see how accurate my stenciling was. I'm just going to take some apple barrel paint and start painting on my designs. And I have found that using apple barrel paint on top of, waverly chalk paint is so much better because it's a lot easier to cover up. I've noticed that whenever I paint different designs on top of chalk paint, and then if I mess up and try to cover it up, it is like cakey. So I've started to just use apple barrel paint on top of whatever I've painted with the Waverly chalk paint. So that's just a little tidbit from me. Hopefully that will help you guys in the future. And I did just want to take a second to tell you guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys. We do all kinds of Dollar Tree DIYs here, and I'm really, really excited about this Christmas in July special that I'm doing with the Crafting Cousins. I'm hoping to do a 2-part series. If that's something you guys would like to see, please let me know down in the comments, and also let me know what you think of the 3 or 4 DIYs. Also, I would love it if you would share with your friends or family or on social media. That would make me so happy. Alright, so I'm just taking one of those little magnetic cans from the Dollar Tree and stenciling 25 circles off of the crafting paper that you can get at Dollar Tree. So I'll just do the 25 circles and then cut them out, and then I will return. So you're going to need some construction paper. I picked this up from Dollar Tree and I chose the red and the green in spirit of Christmas, of course. And you guys, this has got me in such the mood of Christmas. It's unreal. I cannot wait. So I'm just using the adhesive spray can from Dollar Tree to stencil out 8 green circles and 12 red. And then I'll just cut those out as well, and then we'll move on to the next step. So you're going to need some glue. I'm using the Jot white glue from Dollar Tree, a paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint on a thin coat of glue and glue on the red and green circles onto the brown craft paper. So here is a look at all of them laid out. I used the green for 1, 12, and then 20 through 25 for 12 days of Christmas, the first day of December, and then of course the 5 days leading up to Christmas. And I'm just using some numbers I traced off Pinterest to stencil on to all of my little red and green pieces. So the next thing we're going to do is add some hot glue onto the back of one of those tiny little clothespins and stick it right at the top of the wreath to hold the numbers that you can interchange for whatever or how many ever days there is until Christmas. So we're going to use one of those mixed flower bouquets from Dollar Tree, and we're going to take off one of the pine cones, the cotton, and then a leaf and the berries, and we'll just glue those right on to the top corner of the sign. So here is a look at how our Christmas countdown turned out. I absolutely love it. I've wanted one for so long and I can't wait to use it at Christmas time. Alright, let's move on to DIY number 2. These are some ornaments made out of those thick round pieces you can get in the craft square at Dollar Tree. So the first thing you're going to do is sand both of the circles where the stickers were on the back, because we are going to paint both sides. And then I'm just going to use my little broom and dustpan to dust off the sand or the sawdust and sweep that away. If y'all don't have one of those little mini brooms and dustpans, y'all are missing out. I use it like 20 times a day in my craft area. So I'm just going to paint one of the circles with Ivory by Waverly, and I did give this only one coat of paint. And then the next circle I'm going to paint with Crimson by Waverly as well, and I also only gave this one coat because I wanted the wood to show through, and it did, and it looked so good. So I'm just using some paint on the tip of a Q-tip to get into that little hole where the hanger goes, which I ended up not needing to do because I ended up covering that, which y'all will see here in a little bit. So I'm just going to use my little stencil that I got off Pinterest, or I traced off Pinterest, and use a pencil to transfer that on to the white round block that I have. I am doing Baby It's Cold Outside, so automatically I decided to choose a song lyric for the red round block as well. So I'm just using a red, I think Crimson paint by Apple Barrel, to stencil on the baby and outside, and I'll use a Apple Barrel paint to do the It's Cold. So I'll just let y'all watch me paint this on, and I'll be back in just a little bit. So I chose Walking in a Winter Wonderland for the red round block. I'm just going to use a white Apple Barrel paint for the Walking in Wonderland, and then NA will be in a black paint just like the other one. So they kind of match with the red and the white on both of them. Alright, so now that we have them stenciled and painted, I'm going to glue 2 bells to the bottom of the white one, along with 3 sets of 3 berries to the top. And this is how that looks. For the red one, I'm going to glue 2 bells to the bottom, along with a sparkly star to the top. So the last thing we're going to do for this DIY is I'm going to use some Buffalo check ribbon that I got from Valentine's Day, and I'm just going to knot it at the bottom, and then I'll just cut off the extra, and then we're going to use some hot glue and just fill in that hole and then bring it out to the outside of the hole and place on the ribbon. I wasn't really that happy with how the ribbon looked glued on there, but there was no way I could get it through that hole, and I really wanted to use the Buffalo check ribbon, but I hope you guys like it. So this is our 4th and final DIY. I absolutely love it. I made it for my fiance, and he really liked it too. So you're going to need 2 of these mason jar ornaments from the Dollar Tree and some sawdust, and you're just going to place in the sawdust to both of the mason jar ornaments. So I just wanted to show you a few options you could use to write in the words, but I'm going to use a black Sharpie. After placing some masking tape on, I'm just going to write "Sawdust is like man glitter," And but we all know that as DIYers, sawdust is like our glitter too. So yeah. But I'm going to place 2 pieces of masking tape on the second mason jar ornament and write man glitter. And I will darken up or thicken up the words on both mason jars. And this is how that looks once it is thickened up. And I absolutely love how these two turned out and how they look together. I can't wait to hang these on our larger Christmas tree at Christmas time. Let me know, guys, what you think. So this is our fourth, or kind of our fifth, but we'll say fourth DIY. And it's very simple, but I am obsessed with it and I can't wait to decorate and use these this year. So you're going to need 3 pine cones, and then you can use 3 of those tiny little terracotta pots, but I'm going to use these wood stems from the Dollar Tree. They come in a pack like this, and I'm going to put some hot glue on and then just place the pine cone on, and I'll do this to all 3. So now, using some ivory chalk paint by Waverly, I'm going to place on some white paint onto the tips of all 3 of the pine cones. And using these red sparkly balls, I think they're vase filler, but they look like berries, so I'm just going to place those on randomly onto 2 of the pine cones. Then you're going to need one of these packs of glass pearls from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the smallest and the second to smallest and just glue those on using some tweezers randomly. And here's a look at how all 3 of them look on the table I decorated for this video. And I will show you guys how I decorated. I wanted to show you guys what all of it looks like together. So here's the countdown, and then here's the hexagon shelving DIY that I did. I'll link that for you guys. And this is how I hung up those little bitty round signs. And here's a look at my Christmas tree from a DIY back at Christmas time last year. I also added in the buffalo check cookies for Santa and the buffalo check tray. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on all your social medias or with your friends and family. And thanks so much for watching.